What's up guys, it's late at night but I wanted to make this video. I'm probably gonna make like some kind of series or whatever you want to call it for each muscle, just saying what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, whatever, just to grow each body part. Not each body part, okay? I mean bodybuilding muscles, don't, come on. And might as well just start with delts. This is something most bros care about. I don't care that much about delts. I mean, I care and I actually do quite a lot of work for them, but it's also one of the body parts that I think I can grow somewhat more easily than other body parts. For arms or chest, I have to put so much fucking effort just to get meat. But for delts, I can do almost whatever and get somewhat decent results. So it's a little bit lower on my priority list, but still I'm doing a lot of work. What I'm not doing for delts, it's lateral raises. I know, they're great, they work, whatever, I just don't like them. I don't like lateral raises. And good news, you don't need them. But again, it's a great exercise and it works and it's great, it's good. But for me personally, I don't like it because after some point, I'm not even sure if the range of motion is the same. Does this count as a one rep or is already a partial, or do I have to? I can standardize ROM enough just to keep the logbook somewhat consistent, you know. And the stronger you get, it's also more difficult not only to standardize ROM but the momentum, because I don't believe in super strict form, you know, like super robotic like that. And I think it's fine for some exercises to give a little bit of momentum, especially for lateral raises, because in this portion down there, you're not doing pretty much anything. If you're using dumbbells, free weights like I do in calisthenics, using machines or cables, yes, there's tension all the way. But for me, that's my case, why I don't like them, because I use free weights. So there's a part of the range of motion that there's no tension whatsoever down here. So once you get to heavier weights, it's acceptable in this case to push it a little bit just to get that first motion. But it gets to a point where you get heavier and heavier and heavier. You start wondering, oh, am I doing too much momentum, too little? It's the same. And again, the range of motion. Was the last rep here? Was there a partial? I'm not a fan of lateral raises. I'm not a fan. So this is what I'm doing for shoulders. My main heavier exercise for delts, it's a high incline press, or what people commonly know as AD press, anterior delt press. This should be one of your main presses for delts. Either this or standard HP or something heavier in front of you, okay? Because I'm going to talk about this later. But of all the things that I'm doing for delts, this is my main press, the heavier thing, the strength-based low reps, whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? This is the exercise I want to get strong as fuck to get big delts, a high incline press. And this is how I do it. I don't have a high incline bench, so I do it like this with this setup that I'm probably showing right now in the video. For this one, you can, like I said, go for lower reps, as low as 3 reps. It's good enough. Here I usually aim for 3 to 5, around there, and always with reps in reserve. I rarely go to failure on anything, but this especially compounds, and also because I use free weights and all that, I don't use machines, then even more of a reason to never go to failure on compounds. It's not something I do, and I never do that. I never go to failure. So here you can do from 2-3 sets up to 5, depending on your split, your work capacity, your rep range. But again, this is what I'm doing. What I'm doing is usually from 2 to 4 sets, depending on the day, depending on how performance goes. And I will go as low as 3 reps with a couple of reps in reserve up to 5. Again, with from 2 to 0 reps in reserve, but never failure, never. This is my opening press for that particular day. This is the one exercise I want to get strong as fuck for delts. Now, on that same day, after other presses and pulls, rows, whatever, now I'm talking only for shoulders. Later on the session, I do upright rows. This I really like for delts more than lateral raises. It's so much easier to set up in my case because I have those fucking adjustable dumbbells and it's a pain in the ass. Okay, if I can avoid that, I will do it. I still use it a lot, my stupid dumbbells. But it's a triple superset with 3 exercises, and I'm already doing arms with the dumbbells, so it fits perfect. An upper row with the barbell. Grip width a little wider, just a bit, that shoulder length, the shoulder width. If you close the grip too much, it's gonna work the traps a little bit more, and we want delts, so we don't do that. You open the grip a little bit more. Just flex your glutes, just pull around here, and you're good. You're gonna get a lot of delts. A little cue I like to have for myself is pull the butt apart, but it's just for me personally because I just feel it better. I have a better mind-muscle connection if I think about this cue, but just try different things. But yeah, if you want to focus on delts, open the grip a little bit more. And then to close the day, I just do rear delts, and mostly with rings. I have the dumbbells for that triple superset. I have another pair of dumbbells that I could use, but I'm surprisingly lazy, for training, and I rather just use the rings. I have them hanging. I just have to grab them, and that's it. That's pretty much the only thing I do for rear delts directly. It's rings, because I do a lot of rows and whatever that also I get a little bit of rear delts. But like this movement, I do it with rings. Now on my other upper day, my main press, I don't know if I want to call it the main press because it's the 7th exercise of the day, is the only shoulder press I do in that day. It's a behind the neck press. Now, this should never be your main press for shoulders. It's not. Behind the neck press should be either around the middle of your session or even to the end, not at the beginning. You don't want to open the day with a behind the neck press. You have to be really well warm up for this exercise. For this one and for dips, we're not talking about chest or anything like that, but these 2 exercises in particular, these 2 presses, shouldn't be your main exercise, your opener for the day. Now, ironically, this is 2 of the exercises people have the most issues, with dips and behind the neck press. Oh, but it hurt my shoulder, it hurt my elbow. I always do this exercise and it hurts me and blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, how do you do it? Well, yeah, I open the day with... Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't open your day with a behind the neck press or heavy dips. Don't do that. These are exercises that ask a lot from you, and you need to be well prepared for them. You just can't go into the session and do that first thing in the day. Don't do that. For behind the neck press, you should go a little bit higher also on reps. 6 to 10, it's perfect. 6 to 10 for behind the neck press, it's just perfect. And again, the grip, wide grip, false grip. Don't grab the bar with the thumb. Just a suicide false grip, whatever you want to call it, wider. And don't bring the back all the way down to your dome. Here, it's fine. Just in the middle of your head, around here, it's more than fine for behind the neck press. If you lower the bar more, you're not getting more delts. You're not. It's good for mobility, it's good for whatever, but you want big delts. You don't want mobility. Stop the bar here. That's fine. Also on this day, I do this behind the neck press and I do rear delts. Nothing else. On the other upper day, I have the high incline, the upper rows, and the rear delts. On this one, I only have the behind the neck press and rear delts, which is more than enough for that day because behind the neck press, it's arguably even a better press for delts. It's easier on the wrist. You don't have to tilt your torso, your hips on like a standard OHP. The resistance of the bar aligns better with your body. Just go straight behind you. It will work the side delts so much better than a traditional press. Hence the name of the high incline press anterior delt press because it's more anterior delts than side delts. Behind the neck press, it's so much better for side delts. So on this day, I'm just doing the behind the neck, and I end the day with, again, with rear delts with rings. In terms of volume and red range and all of that, I don't want to go too deep into that because there's a lot of, this is a video in its own. Just to summarize a little bit, for the high incline, 2-3 sets from 3 to 5 and get strong as fuck, reps in reserve, you're good. For the upright rows, again, you can do one super intense rest pose set. You can do a couple of straight sets. You can do one straight, one rest pose. You can do 3 straight sets and reps up to 15. You're good to go. And rear delts, especially with rings, go nuts. Go balls to the wall. Just go crazy on those. Rear delts, just go crazy. You probably only need a couple of sets, 3 per session. And if you go crazy on them, like you should, you're good to go. For the behind the neck press, again, a couple of sets, 3 at most. Again, never to failure. Don't fail. It's not a big issue. It's safe to fail. So if it happens, it's okay. But there's absolutely no need to go to real failure. 1 rep in reserve, 2, more than enough. 6 to 10 reps, you're good. A couple of sets, and that's more than enough. And again, rear delts to end the day, go crazy, be my guest. And that's pretty much it, what I do for shoulders. It's a couple of presses, bunch of rear delts, and upright rows as isolation. I don't think it's really an isolation exercise, but isolation for side delts. I only do upright rows, and I mean, the rear delts with the rings, how I do them, they do work the side delts as well. Also, the hand position will affect a little bit how your delts work. If you have your palms facing down when you do rear delts, there's gonna be more rear delts. But if you put your hands looking to each other like neutral, and you do upright rows like this, it's gonna be a little bit more of side delts. And you can just see that for yourself. Let me see if I can set this up in a minute to show you. But palms down, you're here. This is my side delt. It's looking up. Palm down. Oh, this looks terrible. Sorry. Okay. And now palms facing each other. You see, it's just the side delt is faced the other direction where the resistance is. Right. Just by doing that. So if you do rear delts with your hands like this instead of like this, you're gonna have a little bit more of side delts than usually. So that's also a little trick, you know? If you're also not a fan of doing lateral raises, you can just do rear delts, palms facing each other, and a lot of presses, and you're more than good to go. You don't need lateral raises to get big side delts. You don't need that. Okay, this is all I have. Probably gonna do, like I said, this for different muscles. And okay, see you soon, guys. Thank you for watching this.